Yo, 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 it's Toney Boi, and I'm back with another episode of Outside Influence. This week, I got a really dear friend of mine, my boy, Short Moscato. What's good, brother?
Good to see you, Tone. Good to be back in front of a microphone. It's been a year of not that.
Oh, man, it's been a tough 2 years.
Tough 2 years. Shows non-existent. Things like this non-existent. Things like this feeling like they're just harder and harder to see, and content just taking a hit.
Yeah.
A lot of good music getting put out, but like the concept that we all can do together has been just taking a hit.
I love you said that. A lot of great music has been put out.
Very good.
Especially from my area.
Especially vault stuff, like and,
Yeah.
and like things that have just been sitting around and now it's out and it's great. Collaboratively though, things have kind of suffered, but we're getting back there, I guess.
Word up. Well,
Yeah.
shoot, let's get right to the nitty gritty, bro.
What's up?
The name, Short Moscato.
Yes,
Give us some background on that.
Short Moscato. Moscato is my real last name. Just like the wine, you know, that shit that y'all drink. I think is fucking garbage. But you know, whatever. Short is because when I was young, like, you know, I would say like 8, 9, I was at the doctor's. I'll never forget this shit. I'm at the doctor's and I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like already 8, 9 thinking I'm going pro hooper. Okay. And they told me, I didn't realize how little I was. Doctor talked to my mom. He's like, yeah, you know, I gotta tell you, he's gonna be fucking like 5'1". And like right in front of me too. Like not even trying to hide it, not even trying to take my mom aside, like, yo, he's gonna be 5'1".
Yeah.
Heard that shit, crushed me. But I started growing like slowly, got to like 5'3", but people just started calling me Shorty because they knew it like tugged at my heartstrings. That my doctor basically is like, you would be short as hell. You have no chance of hooping. So Shorty just stuck, and my mom started calling me and like all that stuff. So and then the short just started being, I don't know, like Shorty Y, Shorty IE. You know, girls, those are shorties. You know,
Yeah, well, that's the
so
IE.
short just kind of was a natural progression there.
Right.
I would say.
But I feel like, did mom not know much about Muggsy?
I tried to tell her about Muggsy. I tried to tell her about Muggsy, Spud Webb, all of those
Right,
dudes,
like
and
all
what
the
they
greats.
did at their
Right.
heights. Like, Ma, Bogue's out there
I'm
playing
gonna
for the
make it.
Hornets. I'm making it. No, I swear to God, I believe that's right. I still believe, but getting that news from your doctor and having all your people call you Shorty really. It was at first it was fucked up, and then it just stuck like crazy.
Right.
And so it's Short Moscato.
And for the people out there, Short was a phenomenal basketball player.
I was
With 1,000 points at Canisius, right?
close to 1,000
Close to
points at Canisius, but all-time leader in assists at Medaille College. All-time leader in games played and games started. Still, I checked recently. I was like, I hope no one broke that.
Still check.
And they didn't. Someone got really close on assists, and that's the one I cared about the most. And I was like, I'm like, thank God he graduated in like 2018. Like it's still there. So yeah, I used to. It's funny that Tom was like used to, because the last like 8 times I've hooped, bro, I've embarrassed myself.
It's all right.
Can't dribble, can't shoot air balls, like air balls.
Oh, dude, as a football player, I played not too long ago, and I had a noodle arm, so it's all right.
Dude, you play with me. I was trash. I was throwing picks right and left. You know that shit. But
It's all right.
that shit goes so fast athletically, doesn't it?
It does.
Oh man, and it hurts your soul. It really hurts you deep down. Your
It
ego
does.
takes a shot.
Let's get off of that.
Okay,
I'm about to cry, man. I'm about to cry.
No. When you get 2 former athletes on stage with fucking
Right,
microphones,
this
it's like, all right, let's talk
whole
about
sports.
All right, we should have went to the NFL and the NBA respectively. Whatever you thought. Whatever. Like, you know,
All right, backtrack.
Let's go. Let's go.
So, hip hop.
Hip hop.
What were some of your influences in hip hop growing up? What did you listen to? What made you want to become an MC?
You know, what made me want to become an MC was hearing rap music the first time. Like, I had never heard anything like that. Prince and all that stuff, it really influenced me through the 80s. My mom played that shit all the time when she was cleaning and all this stuff. So shit like that was what I heard. And then you hear Tribe Called Quest.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard Low End Theory.
Low End Theory.
And I really was not like ready. I wasn't ready for that type of slap. Like, that was the first time I heard something slap.
Right.
Ever. You know, Prince was using like crazy drums.
Yeah.
Like no 808s, no kick drums even. They were like fucking toms and shit.
Yeah.
Like, it was crazy. Yeah, the first time I heard shit slap, like, I could say Tribe, I could say DMX, I could say the whole Rough Riders crew, the whole Rockefeller crew. Growing up, Eminem, no doubt about it, was influenced. If you're white and you rap and you say Eminem wasn't influenced, you're fucking lying. I listened to a lot of shit too from Minneapolis, like Atmosphere and all this like emo type stuff too. So I got like a lot of cross pollination. I really loved Nas. He was really, really big for me when I was growing up. DJ Premier and Premier in general, his beats, what they did for rappers, and vice versa,
and for pop artists too,
and for pop art, like and like Timbo and all, like so many influences, like just based on like what made me want to rap is hearing the beats and being like, these motherfuckers are telling stories, it's poetry. It's also like gutter as shit. Like I used to fuck with Mobb Deep so hard, man. Oh my
some of the best.
God. I mean, I bumped like Infamous and like all that shit. Like, man, God, Bloody Money and like all these crazy songs they made, man. Like, yeah, Capone Noriega. Like, I could keep going, bro. Like,
right.
NYC shit, mainly East Coast shit. Big Crit's a huge influence on me. I could just keep going. Outkast, Aquemini, AT-Aliens. Like,
I love that you're not staying in one area either. You're just New York, Minneapolis, down south, West Coast. And I think I hear that in your music too.
Thank you. I appreciate it and I agree because I feel as though I was lucky enough to not just get really, really just locked into one area. And like I just wanted to find good music. And bro, like the days of Napster and LimeWire and all this shit, like finding people through features.
Right.
Like you would hear a song from a dude that you wanted to hear or a girl that you wanted to hear, and you'd hear a feature and you'd be like, who the fuck was that? And then you look them up. And that was the natural way of finding people back then. And like the source was the here and there. But like hip hop just, man, like here it's crazy, but it's like music, but it's like, yo, like literally when you hear it,
yeah,
you'll like want to do it. I mean, like that's the way I feel about it if you have that natural inclination.
Right.
You know what I mean? So what about you?
Oh man, he's gonna interview me here.
Dude, we're just talking. We are talking.
Man, as far as hip hop goes, obviously Tribe.
Yeah.
I was a big LL fan as a kid. LL was like, Jay-Z to me today, or somebody like that. Big LL fan. Brand Nubian.
Mm-hmm.
Then as you get older, obviously DMX, Busta Rhymes. One of my favorites. Currency, if you go in current days.
Man, we don't gotta get into like that.
Yeah,
Currency.
We've had our moments of Currency. But man, we've hung out a lot, man. I listen to a lot of R&B. I do listen to a lot of R&B, so even like when you listen to R&B in the 90s, they would have the rap feature.
Of course.
So like it was just a sweet combo for me. So I've just always enjoyed
90s R&B.
Just 90s music.
Man,
I'm just gonna round that off.
That's the era. 90s music and early 2000s music.
2000s, yeah, for sure.
I'll give like Dipset some shout there too.
Yeah, shout out to Dipset.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
There was a run there of music that was just phenomenal. Yeah. And then like just so timeless. So we got lucky with when we were
for sure
coming up on that.
Some really, really good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of touches on the next part. Outside of the hip hop, what are some genres or artists that you listen to?
I'm really into indie rock. I'm really into alt rock. I listen to MGMT a lot. Their latest album was really, really good. I'm super into The Strokes. I'm very into Khruangbin. You ever heard them? Live band. Oh, they're nasty.
Smigs knows about
Khruangbin is the truth, bro. I'm telling you, if you say Khruangbin in a room, there's at least, I would say, okay, 3 people's too little. Before, one person's going to be like, Khruangbin. Yo, I'm telling you, they're the truth.
I feel like one of the best puppy.
One of the best, like, instrumental and strictly instrumental bands that, like, I've ever heard that convey emotion. Okay, I'm going to get too hard in a Khruangbin. Man, like R&B was huge for me. Like I was a big Usher fan. I was a big Carl Thomas fan. Jaheim. Come on, man.
Word.
I mean, like just stuff like that. But also, like I really am into punk. Like in general, I try to stick to the older stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not really into like the post-punk. As far as like newer rock, I really like My Chemical Romance. Stuff like electronic bands and electronic artists like Flume. It's so like spread out on random stuff. Sky Fiera, Unknown Mortal Orchestra is incredible. Flying Lotus, he's not really outside hip hop, but he does everything. Movie scores, and
one of the goats.
One of the goats. And if you don't know about Flying Lotus, I highly recommend you type that name into Google.
Yeah.
He's made timeless soundscapes. Like
his live show was ridiculous.
Oh my God, bro. I was booked to see him before COVID hit. I was supposed to see him in 3D in Toronto. I didn't know what the fuck that shit meant.
I'm going,
and it got canceled because of COVID, first wave, right before 2021. Yeah, that was rough. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot. A lot of great artists that are non-hip hop, but my main one growing up was probably Prince, Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson, word.
And anyone from our age group, they don't say Michael Jackson, they lie. There's another lie.
Dude, I had
we had it all.
VHS.
Dude, we had it all. I had VHS of his performances.
Yeah.
And
girls, videos and performances all in this one.
Girls passing out on gurneys.
Yeah. Makeup.
Guys, too. He didn't give a fuck. And it was like, I was watching this the other day. I was laughing so hard. I'm crossing back to Prince. But I was watching Chappelle show. Prince is like, you ain't get that from the men's section. The clothes and shit. Yo, when he said that, I was like, bro, this is the best show of all time. And it really is the greatest TV show of all time.
Like some pancakes.
Oh, man. And the fact that it was all like purportedly true.
Yeah.
And rest in peace, Charlie Murphy.
Yeah.
And rest in peace, fucking Rick James. And rest in
peace,
Prince.
All of them.
That's the saddest shit. I don't know why I bring this shit up.
Rest in peace, Rick James, man, Buffalo legend, as you know.
Oh my God, the Buffalo legend, man. So,
yeah. We'll move on. Yeah. So speaking of Buffalo legends, we were able to participate in a legendary time in Buffalo.
We were,
and for the people that don't know what I'm talking about, it's a club called Sound Lab. Mm-hmm. We had some really, really, really good times in there.
We did.
So, give me one of your favorite moments from the Sound Lab area. And I know there's a lot to think about.
The issue is there were so many good ones that the nights blend together. Not the stages. I remember the performances pretty individually, not by name, but I know them just by like what I was wearing or how we did it or where our set list was. We're Alive.
Oh yeah, the End of the World was a 2020 show.
It was a fashion support.
That's the 2020. The world's supposed to end. What year was that supposed to be? 2012.
2012.
Yeah, 2012. Yeah.
2012. End of the World. I believe someone sponsored it. I don't remember who. But anyways, I just remember, and this is gonna get druggy as hell. And I'm sorry, but it's just gonna happen. We had the full Cooley High at that point. High. It was, we had
it's like 7 of us, 8 of us.
8 of us. And that was, and we learned quickly it was very, very, way too much. But we're all backstage and we're all like the headline and it's absolutely packed to the gills. And I just remember Julian.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying, I got some. And me being like, yo, I definitely want some. But he poured too much in my hand. And we both knew it, right? And he's like, I'm like, should we put this back in the bag? He's like, no, you're going to lick that all off your hand. And I was fucked up, and I was like, I'm about to go on stage, and I licked the whole thing. It was probably like 6 hits. But listen, it gets better. Then
it was a hell of a night.
It was a hell of a night, and this is like one thing that sticks out from that night. We're about to do Ninth Wonder, which is a song that me and Tone did way back in the day, and it had like dope kicks and stuff. Yeah. It was fun. It was a fun hip hop song.
It was about a chick's rear end.
Yes, it was about that. Her ass is the Ninth Wonder, But it was fun, and I remember I'm about to go on stage, and I start wobbling a little, and I'm sweating really bad, and it was very hot in there.
It was.
It was always hot.
It was a packed show too.
It was a packed show, and we started doing the song, and the whole crowd is just like a boat. just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'm holding on to Tone's shoulder, but I'm still hitting it. And I get off stage, and I basically I basically dump beer on my head to cool myself down because I was overheating.
I remember this part.
These are all just and I mean, remember the backpack that was like it was like kind of like a
It's like right by the bathroom.
yeah, the basement
Yeah.
cut off between the backstage. I had a moment with God in there. Like it was like, am I dying right now? Or am I gonna get through this? But that was one of the best beginning of the nights ever. And then afterwards went to my house and like
we had
we just
after party.
that wasn't the most I felt like a rock star in my whole life.
Word.
I guess that's where that comes from. Like I felt like a fucking rock star.
That was definitely a great night.
And we were all so young, but we were also like up and coming, and everyone was so hungry and just like, not that we're not now, it's just we were fucking young and like wow.
Those were some really, really great shows.
You get like the feeling you get when you play a sport and it's competitive, and that's how you felt out there.
Right.
Like you were out there fucking like fighting for your life. It's like I gotta spit or I gotta go. Like I don't even know what to do, bro.
I chipped a tooth on that stage, so
come on.
Yeah, it was.
People were moshing all that shit too. Yeah. Oh yeah.
It was ready to go
for sure. Yeah. So shout out, rest in peace, Sound Lab.
Rest in peace of Sound Lab. All right. So the next segment that we'll move into this season is also how could I say? I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but one of the themes for this season is homegrown.
Homegrown.
What are your top 3 Buffalo things to do?
Top 3 Buffalo things to do or do in Buffalo? Do
in Buffalo.
Okay.
Like, so it could be food, it could be...
Okay. Top 3 things to do in Buffalo is link up with as many people that I haven't seen or I don't see that much anymore at the same time and enjoy that brotherhood. Because for a long time, we've had just a very, very tight-knit community in hip-hop. Like... Yeah. In this area, and we just don't get to do that as much anymore. So that is one of my favorite things to do is just link up with people and link up with people that I admire and people that inspire me to be better and get better and continue to improve and continue to love doing this shit. Been doing it a long time.
Right.
That's number 1. Number 2 would be it hasn't even happened yet, so I don't know why it's on here, but it's literally true. Is whenever they finish Albright Knox. Whenever the first time I go in there, that's going to be my favorite thing to do.
Okay.
Because from what I hear, it's supposed to be insane what they're doing with that space. And I know we already had one of the best collections. I'm a huge visual art fan, big Rothko person, big Jackson Pollock person. We actually have one of the best Pollocks. Yeah, I just love art, and I'm excited about that. So that's that. And number 3 is like just being a Bills fan. It's not a thing like that I do, like I have to go do. It's just the amazing nature of how many of us actually truly deeply care. And I mean like there's no like, oh, I have a favorite team, woo-hoo. This shit is like they lose, we lose.
Right.
That whole week Buffalo hates each other. Like it hates Buffalo, everyone else.
I feel like it's safe because as a Bills fan, you're a Bills fan. But you can always have another team in Buffalo, but you're still a diehard Bills fan. Everybody has like an extremity team. Like, okay,
do you think the underdog thing is the reason why being a Bills fan is so deep?
Yes, it's got the underdog part and then the 15-year part, or did he make it to 17?
There's a lot of parts, Tone. So that year part, but the 4 Super Bowl losses part.
Well, that comes right before. Oops.
Yeah, don't forget your lighter because this motherfucker forgets his lighter all the time. But here's the thing. I said this the other day to Noah, and he was like, "Oh shit, don't even say that." So we lost 4 Super Bowls in a row.
Right.
If we get to a Super Bowl, we better fucking win. I don't know if we can take 5. I just don't know if we got it, bro. We'll lose it. I mean, like, it will be a very distraught group of people. So we get there, we gotta fucking win that shit. And like, it's gotta be. It's in the stars. It's gonna happen. We're gonna win one with Josh Allen as long as he stays healthy. But this year looks pretty goddamn good.
It does. I'm hoping that Cincy beats the Titans.
Yeah, and now that's a hard matchup to pick for me. But Henry's back.
I'm not worried about it. We lost.
But you want to play Cincy. You don't want to play Titans.
We want to play Cincy. But
Okay.
Honestly, I would play both.
Jamar Chase and fucking Burrow scare me.
But we got two great safeties.
Okay, no, I agree. Okay, sorry. We can't get into X's and O's right now.
Yeah.
But anyways, just this year looks crazy. I mean, Tre'Davious White being hurt sucks. I feel bad for him. I feel really bad.
It would be great if we could win it for him.
Yeah, and you know that's what it's going to be like. That's what they're going to be doing.
Yeah. I would love to see Trey on a bus driving down Elmwood, acting how Trey acts.
Yeah, back to your original point and question is just Buffalo Bills fandom is a really, really special thing, and I'm glad that I was born and raised here so I can experience it. And go Bills! We play tomorrow versus Chiefs in Arrowhead, and your boy is nervous.
Yeah.
Woo! But we got it. We're going to get it. We're going to get it, and then we're going to go to the Super Bowl. We're going to win at SoFi Stadium, maybe versus the Rams, play them at home, basically.
I want Tom.
Wow.
I want Tom.
No, we all want Tom. Beating Thomas and Brady in the Super Bowl would be some poetic-ass shit.
If we get Tom, it's on.
Oh, yeah, that's good. I'm down for whatever. I don't give a fuck. Go Super Bowl. You can play fucking anybody. I don't give a shit.
All right, let's keep it moving.
Okay.
So, obviously, the name of the podcast is called Outside Influence.
Mm-hmm.
What are some things that Short Moscato does outside of the studio, outside of writing music? Like, what are just some of your everyday, things that you do to get you going?
I play Halo. I'm a Halo player. I will say that. I really enjoy listening to podcasts. Big podcast person.
What's your favorite one?
Okay, so let me...
Outside influence. Next question.
Yo, damn, I should have got that. That would have been so raw if I got that for you, Tone. I apologize. I'm really into true crime, yo. Listen to a lot of fucked up shit. I'm not gonna front, but it's really interesting. I'm also in the Le Batard show, which is a sports show.
Oh, I like Le Batard.
But I also I'm really into film, and there's been a lot of movies as of late that have kind of influenced my music and my brain, and just maybe want to keep doing art. Like, I love art so much, and I love the feeling I get from when I'm creating.
Right.
But man, finding inspiration in these dark ass years has been hard, man. Writing bars after having done nothing for 2 weeks, it's pretty damn hard. You're your first line's like bedroom. You're talking about how you wash your towels the other day. Like you don't got no influence. You don't got no inspiration.
Inspiration, right?
So anything that can give me inspiration, I'm just searching for that in my droll, withdrawn life that is not. It's not my choice. Yeah, I'm vaccinated. I'm triple. I got the booster, but it don't matter. That shit don't matter. It doesn't seem to matter to many people. It doesn't seem to matter to. It matters whether or not they get it because they have their own personal beliefs, which I respect. Yeah. But just this whole shit, I never thought, bro. 4 years ago, if I told you a global pandemic would shut down the world, what would you say?
Get the fuck out of here.
Yo, it's crazy shit. The shit that we are experiencing is crazy.
Put down the beard short.
Yeah.
Good talk.
It's crazy, and so anything I can do to kind of get my mind off that whole situation and free myself to get my brain into create mode,
right?
I'm doing it. Yeah.
Word. So, next question would be: with the success that we've had as a city, entertainment-wise, West Side Gun, yourself with the album you guys did with 14, but we have Forced to 5'9" and Camo produced it. That was crazy. Every Time I Die, just the whole entertainment aspect. What's your thoughts on where we're going and where it's at?
Where it's at's phenomenal. We've watched this happen.
Right.
It's pretty crazy. And where we're at, Griselda did a great job. Obviously, that's no brainer. But Every Time I Die just broke up.
Yeah, I heard that.
Fuck.
Right when everybody's trying to oh, okay,
dude. But
we found you. It's bye.
Where it's going is great because whether it be from our generation and our kind of group of people that came up at the same time, the Escos, the Skeeses, and all that jazz. Whether it's them that keep it moving in that same direction, hip hop wise, or the kids that Griselda and or all this whole movement has inspired, they're going to lead us in the future.
Right.
So I think the future of Buffalo hip hop and Buffalo music in general is very, very bright. Like I can't see it falling off. I mean, cats from NYC want to sound like Griselda. We're Buffalo.
Yeah.
Like I don't see this shit slowing down. And look at you. You're heading on a fucking European tour. Like, go get it, boy. Like, we're doing it. And the future's bright too. That's what I gotta say. I'm proud of you though.
Oh man, thank you.
Doing
Proud
your
of you as
thing.
well, bro. So let's wrap this up so we can go enjoy our Saturday.
Yeah, our 0 degree Saturday.
0 degree Saturday.
Fucking raw.
Oh goodness, I almost forgot what I was about to say. So any advice that you have for the people watching, for a younger short Moscato, for any MC out there that wants to pursue this workforce?
Hip hop,
entertainment, just
the entertainment aspect of it sucks. Not because you're entertaining people, and okay, that was the worst sentence ever. Okay, hold on. Entertaining people is a phenomenal part of this whole thing. The aspect that this is seen and operated like a industry of entertainment is terrible. And that's one thing you're going to find out, especially if you really, really dive deep into the belly. Keep being exactly who you are, because people who did that were the ones who made it. They're the ones who cut through the noise. Trying to fashion yourself as someone else is not going to work. Individuality is key. Being new and creative, creating new sounds every day, not being afraid to be who you are, is going to be the best thing you've ever done. I could hold my head high and say, like, since I started rapping, I was shit. I couldn't rap for fucking shit. But, like, the more I did it, the more I fell in love with it, the more I wanted to perfect my craft. You're going to have ups and downs like that, but to anyone coming up, don't stop because anyone tells you to. That's number one. Right. But if you believe in yourself, keep going, and you're going to do just fine.
That's crazy, because I remember Skeese kind of touching on the same pieces, because he was saying how his father didn't like rap. Yeah. And how he just, stayed true to what he wanted to do and what he wanted to do to, feed his family. And, rest in peace to his father.
Yo, Lonnie, my boy.
Yeah, but he made it happen. You know what I'm saying? Years down the road, he made it happen. Just staying true to himself. Stay
true to yourself, and you're always gonna be able to hold your head high about what you've done, and and where you've gone, because it has made you. It's been a reflection of who you are. No one wants to make. I'm telling you right now, no one has made art that wasn't true to themselves and fully loved it. If it's true, if it's who you are, on that canvas, on that track, on that beat, you're gonna feel great about it. So that's advice from me just preaching at a fucking microphone. But, like, stay true to yourself, and, like, look at where we are now. You're in the right lane. You're a Buffalo kid. Psh, you're a Buffalo kid. That's a thing now. It's the most beautiful part about this whole thing. You're a Buffalo kid. You have the chance. No one's saying there's a Wichita kid. Like yo, you have a chance. Do not ever stop. Why not?
Are there any rappers from Wichita?
Okay, there's one. His name's XV.
XV, I remember XV. He was dope.
Yo, I don't know if he does it anymore.
Okay, I do.
He might, but his joint back in the day,
he was fire,
dude. Wichita, only one. Did I just start a beef with XV? Yo, XV.
Yo, so I love XV.
Yo, I always want to say my bad. The Wichita thing was just the first city that came in my head. I wish I would have said Lake Tahoe or some shit. They probably got good spitters too, though.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I feel like there's talent wherever you go. You just got to peel back the layers and find what you're looking for.
That's right. I agree.
So, man, thanks for coming, man. My boy. Before we get out of here, give people all your social plugs, any up and coming.
All the shit.
Oh, yeah, give me all that shit.
At Short Moscato on everything. I'm also a part of 14 Trapdoors, so at 14 Trapdoors as well. 14 is dropping a collaborative tape with Grammy Award-winning producer 88 Keys, and that's coming very soon. We've been teasing that forever. We're taking our time with it. We promise it's coming. My solo album, next one, is going to be called Grayscale. That's coming out in the spring. And other than that, Shows are coming up. Tone's gonna be on a show with me on February 24th of 2022 at Nietzsche's.
Oh, it's at Nietzsche's. Okay.
Oh, Esco's on it. Oo's on it. Yo, we pretty much are doing Sound
Lab.
Time out.
Sound
time
Lab
out.
at Nietzsche's on the 24th.
Sound Lab at Nietzsche's on. I didn't even fucking realize that, bro.
You should name it that.
Sound Lab at. I haven't made the flyer yet.
There you go.
I'm doing that. Sound Lab at Nietzsche's on February 24th. That's actually raw as fuck. All right, raw. Yeah, it's been a pleasure, brother. I love you so much, man.
Thank you, man. Well, I'm Toney Boi, man. This is Outside Influence. Make sure you guys tune in. Watch all the old episodes. We out.